Good afternoon, everybody. I hope everybody's had a good day. Today is July the 10th, and this is my weekly vlog. Today's message was about satisfied completely by the love of God. And in order to be satisfied completely by the love of God, what does it take? Well, it just takes you turning and looking at God. And ask the question, how do I know that God loves me? Well, first point is the easiest one. And it's really easy for parents to understand this one. God created you. And for those of you who are not a parent, that doesn't make any sense. But to anybody that is a parent, you understand that. I mean, there's no reason anyone should ever love their kid other than the fact that they created it. I mean, kids are little hellions. They never listen to you. They do everything wrong. They mess up everything. They just make a huge mess. Why do you, I mean, even the little cute babies right all over you. Why would you love that? Why would you love anything that did that? But you do. Why? Because it's innocent. It don't know any better. Well, guess what? We're the same way to God. We're just dumb. We don't know any better. But He created us, so He loves us. And we didn't evolve into what we are. He created this. I never was a monkey. I never was a fish. I've always been human. We have always been human. There may be other things out there that have characteristics like us, but that doesn't make us related in any way, because we're not. We are human beings, and everything else is another animal. But then the next thing is, God cares about you. And there's something in there that everybody's always, doesn't really understand the meaning behind it. And it's the verse where He says that He even knows the numbers of the hairs on your head. And then Brother Kevin went into something completely off the wall about when your wife comes in and says, do you notice something different about me? And you're just like, you're the deer in the headlights. You don't know what to do. Because you don't notice anything. Nothing. There's nothing there that you're going to notice, no matter what it is. She could shave her head, and you're going to think that her head was shaven 3 weeks ago. You're going to convince yourself that nothing has changed, because you're not really paying attention to anything, because nobody really does. We don't. No, even when we do care about people, we still don't pay attention to them. But God cares that much, that He pays attention. Every time your brush has hair in it, He knows how many's there. You don't. You don't even know, because you don't care as much about yourself as He does. And then the last thing was, God has a specific plan for you. And, you just can't understand what He means when He says that. I mean, if we, hey, sorry about that. I kicked the table there. I didn't mean to send y'all for a, we're not having an earthquake. I don't live in LA. I live in Alabama. You're good. That was not an earthquake. Well, I don't have to run for cover right now. I can keep going. I was the one that did that. But sorry, I got off track there. But anyway, God has a specific plan for you. You may think that everything that goes on in your life is just an accident. It just kind of happens. You don't know why, and all these stupid things that happen to you are like, only me. Yeah, you're right. Every time you say that, you are exactly right. Things like that only happened to you because it was in part of God's specific plan for you. And that right there is just something for me, because I say that a lot when crazy things happen to me, good or bad. Because everything that happens in my life, anything it just is crazy the way it happens. You're like, really? That's how that happened to you? You're kidding, right? And that's pretty much the way it is. Always. But now then, back to just off on another point that I got from this. And this is something that it's hard for me to grasp why some people can't believe this. I mean, and that is when you walk out in the world and you look at everything and you're sitting here and you know what you know, and believers know that awesome, this is awesome, look at what God did. And then there's some people out there that just think, oh, it just kind of happened that way. Isn't the world just awesome how it can accidentally make something this? It's not an accident. You can explain stuff away with science or whatever, but nothing is an accident. God set everything in place. Scientists need to start using science to prove God instead of to try to disprove God, because all that happens to them is they get proven wrong. But that's all I've got for this week. And y'all have a blessed week, and see you next week.